Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and we have just made our way through the Cinder Hills coal mine, and we've made our way to Coastal Highway. I've deployed our sled here and loaded it up with as much heavy gear as I can. I also gathered all of our coal. We have 52 pieces of coal right now. I'm going to see how many we can fit into the sled. Wow, they all went in there. That is incredible. Also, I noticed over here we do have a pry bar and a piece of scrap metal. I might actually take that. We'll leave the pry bar here. But today, guys, we're going to make our way through the Coastal Highway and try to get to the Quonset Garage. It is going to be a bit of a dangerous passage. So I'm going to get our gun out, but there's going to be wolves along the way and possibly a bear or two. Now there's also lots of places where we can loot as we go, but I think I'm just going to try to go as directly there as I can to the Quonset Garage so we can drop off this gear and then we can kind of take our time and loot. So the question is, do we go right or left? I think we might be safer if we go to the right. The left is kind of a more narrow passageway. Although, you know, let's go this way. It's going to take us, I think, more directly to the Quonset Garage. We may run into wildlife, but I do have the means of dealing with them. We can just take care of them, I think, with our guns. The main thing is I just need to keep my eyes open. Pay attention, see if there's wolves or a bear. We could be walking straight toward a bear at the moment. Now the other question is, do we want to take the time to go to the lookout tower? Because we're going to be going right past that. Yeah, I can already hear the wolves. The weather and visibility is so good, I almost don't want to miss the chance for a good view. I might actually just leave our sled here. Let's see if we can just quickly get up there. I think this might be it. Is this the lookout? We might have to go farther. I think we have to go a little farther. By the way, I do see... You know what? I'm going to stop and grab these. I see a couple maples right here. I do need to get some maples curing. Let's watch out for wolves. But yeah, if I can grab these and take them to begin the curing process... be very helpful. Those maples are used for all kinds of things. By the way, we do have our first view of the coast. You can smell the salty air. It's a lot more humid here. Just makes it that much colder. That humidity just gets through your clothing. The sea breeze also is it's going to lower the temperature with that wind chill factor. Alright, let's get our sled. Nice, we got a couple maples to get those curing. We can use maples. Like I said, they can be made into a new sled, or we can use them for a bow. There's probably other items we can make with them I'm not thinking of at the moment. Okay, this is a little bit dangerous right here. Don't think we're smelly. I'm pretty sure everything we're carrying is not going to be attracting wildlife, which is going to be really good. Okay, the temptation is really strong for me to go up to this lookout, even just to get a view. There we go. There's the fire lookout. Let's keep an eye out for wolves as we come around the corner here. I don't necessarily want to spend a lot of time here. I mostly just want to get in and out. I think I have some charcoal. I might want a map. By the way, did I hear a deer over there? There often are deer in this area. We've got a place to tie off a rope. Alright, let's take a look at the view. Abandoned lookout. This is my preferred way to go up and down the ladder so I don't make anybody motion sick, including myself. Look at this view. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so we've got, I'll point out a few locations if I can remember. We've got, down here we've got like a trailer, kind of a logging area, I think, that we can loot. There's also a mine directly across from that. Down there we have the fishing camp. Got some islands we can check out. I think that's Jackrabbit Island and Misanthrope Island with a bear den. I am very familiar with that bear. We have become very well acquainted. As you will remember from our last Interloper playthrough. And then down this direction we do have a little settlement with some houses, including the gas station, which is going to be our main base. In the last playthrough I did find out that this is where the trader will come and collect. I guess he comes off on the ocean, maybe? He'll come and collect goods and we'll do trades and things. I've never actually interacted with him. Haven't done any trades yet, so that'll be exciting. Towards the end, where the highway exits, there's a kind of a rock slide and we can climb through there, and it takes us into the next region, which is a connector region called the Crumbly Highway. It's actually going to take us into Desolation Point, one of my favorite areas with the lighthouse and the whale refining, yeah, is that right? Am I saying that right? The whale refining warehouse or factory, whatever, where they'd actually haul whale carcasses out of the ocean and process them into usable parts and things. Has a very strange smell in there, but very good base location. Lots of good things to get there. Okay, I do have a little bit of charcoal. I would like to use this opportunity to kind of map the area. There we go, abandoned lookout, and there's where we just came from, the abandoned mine. Okay, I might just stick my head in here. It's not usually anything great in here. Oh wow, as I say that we come across the distress pistol. That's awesome. I don't think that's common. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's normally here. So we will take this. Got some grape soda. Something else back here. What is that? Ooh, gun cleaning kit. Nice. Okay, I'll probably leave the firewood. Oh, we got a note. What is this? Revolver cartridge. Note left behind. If you want to read that, you can. Another revolver cartridge. It's good we came here in the daylight so I could actually see some of these. We can use the base building to move this. It's good we did because we've just uncovered some rifle ammunition.
That'll come in handy.
5 rounds. Ooh, is the weather changing? I think I gotta go, guys. Ooh, I will take this though. We're gonna take the gun rack. We already have an extra gun. Another rifle that we can hang up in the Quonset Garage. I think I'm mostly just trying to beat the weather at this point. We're going to try to make our way down off of the mountain here. And hopefully we can do that safely. Kind of keeping my eyes open for any more saplings. Saplings and pelts are going to be so helpful in our long-term survival. The sooner we get those curing, the better. The best time to start curing a hide or saplings is 2 weeks ago. The second best time is today. Actually, stole that. I think that comes from a quote about planting a tree. The best time to have planted a tree is 2 years ago or something like that. 10 years ago. Second best time is today. Look at this. The weather is changing even as we're talking. We may have to seek shelter in one of these trailers. And is that the bear? What is that? Oh, some logs. Okay, it's part of the road. I see. Okay. I do believe we come across a trailer at some point here, so that could be a shelter option. Weather is changing so fast. We don't have a large amount of food with us. Just have a little bit. I guess we do have the cattails. But because we are now at the coast, the water is going to be salt water, and the cattails are not going to be growing near the water. Thought I saw something there. Okay, this is bear territory, guys. I really don't want to surprise a bear. In fact, I'm going to switch. We're going to switch guns to the rifle. Let's get this loaded up. I think at this point it's more likely we're going to run into a bear than a wolf. Okay, let's make sure I didn't drop any shells. Okay, gun is out. There we go. Might not be a bad idea for me to stop and listen every once in a while. See if I can hear a bear coming. It's kind of a blind corner here. Let's swing wide here. We're just going to try to zigzag down the mountain. We've got so much gear. It looks like the weather has actually cleared up a little bit. Let's look ahead. See if we can see anything. Sometimes that bear will come right through this little passageway there. So far, so good. As we get closer to the road, there's also a chance we could run right into a moose. And if I could do that safely, I think that's actually a great thing to happen. Wouldn't mind running into a moose. As long as I have the upper hand. I'm going to try to swing wide again here for visibility. Like to kind of see what's coming around this corner. So I think straight ahead there are some cabins. Is this a road? I think this is a road. Did I miss it? Let me put this down. I want to look here. Did I pass the road? Yes. I think this is where we need to go right here. Let's back up and try to turn back around. Yeah, I can hear my stomach growling. Hopefully the Quonset Garage will have some food for us. And I imagine here pretty soon we'll be shooting some animals, getting the meat cooking. Just have to play it safe and do it right. Okay, I think the road curves around this rock. I'm going to drop this. Let's just make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, I do see a trailer up ahead, past the tree. I don't think I'm going to stop to loot that right now. Just want to keep going if I can. There probably are more saplings back there. We're so close. I may have to scare some of the wolves that like to... Oh! We got bear tracks, guys. Looks like we are behind the bear, so that's good. He's walking the same direction we're going. Not sure where that would be. Where's he gonna go? Is he going straight? The bear turned. Alright, bear, where did you go? If we can shoot the bear by the Quonset Garage, that'd actually be ideal. Just follow his tracks. Maybe he... Oh, there he is. I'm going to try to get the bear to come over. Actually, as long as I have a windbreak, we should be okay. Maybe I'll start a fire right here. We're going to stay behind the bear. Alright, let's get a fire started. This is for my safety. We are protected from the wind here. Hopefully I have at least enough firewood to take care of this hunt. I'm going to have to get that bear's attention here with a rock. I was actually hoping this would happen. I was hoping we would find a bear pretty soon to get the hide curing and the meat. So this is actually working out nicely.
Turned out pretty well.
So we've got some reclaimed wood. Let's try that for now. Let's get the gun out. We need to get his attention. And I don't have any rocks. Of course I don't have any rocks. What I can do is get a torch. And, you know, I'll light it and then throw it. Mostly just trying to get his attention. There we go. Got his attention. Hey, bear. Does he see us? Yeah, he sees us. And we got a blizzard coming now. That's not good. That's not good. Let's check on our fire. Oh, he lost interest already. Pretty sure our fire has blown out. Nope, still going. It's so loud I can't even hear the bear. got him. Nice. Let's get our casings. Okay, shoot. We're gonna get cold. 2 hours. How much just for the hide? 42 minutes, 21 minutes. Let's see if we can last 21 minutes. We can see our temperature plummeting. Okay, we got the hide.
Find some place to escape this cold.
Surprisingly, the fire is still going. I can't afford to stick around though. Let's see if we can put something. Yeah, we can. All right, we're gonna put our gun in there. So we have hypothermia risk. Yeah. Gotta watch out for the wolves. So we've got a house right here. Maybe we should just go into that. Let's go inside. Wow, so noisy out there. Okay, I'm gonna just drop a few items, just so I can carry all the other items inside. What do we want to drop? Actually, you know what? Let's put them... What do we want to do here? I do want to drop the hide. It's just that it's so hard to see this. With this floor, it's hard to see the saplings, but let me try it again. Okay, and then the bear hide is in there. Let's use the refrigerator to hold some of our loot for now. Just for now, I'm gonna put the bedroll in here. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I gotta get rid of some of this gear so we can carry the rest inside. How heavy are those filters? Yeah, let's put those in. Do I have any extra clothing? I got the hat. I'm not gonna put the food inside. Some of it might disappear. I don't know why I'm carrying all these flares. Got an extra gun. Okay, let's go grab our gear.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
I can hardly move. Don't have that far to go. Okay. Most of this weight is the coal. Got 52 pieces of coal. Yeah, let's get our sled. Okay, nice. So, hopefully the blizzard does not despawn that bear kill. That would be most helpful. So we got 2 fresh black bear hides. Nice. Cougar hide is cured. Rabbit pelts are cured. Let's drop the sapling.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Alright, let's look around. We are hungry. I do need to get some food. Alright, we already checked that fridge. Yeah. Hey, look at all that loot in there, guys. Did you see that? Just kidding. It's all my loot. Let's check the freezer.
What have we here?
Got some matches, some cooking flour, a carrot. All these houses are going to be a nice supply of cloth if we need it. Nice.
All
Got
this
some
gear
herbal
is
tea.
slowing me down.
Got some herbal tea there and a coffee. Yeah, I know you're pretty heavy. You've done a good job, Will. You made it all the way down the mountain with all this gear. When the storm passes, we just pretty much have to cross the street.
I can always use more food.
We're actually going to eat that right now. It is cooked. 100% condition. That's pretty rare. I mean, it's not rare as in not cooked well, but rare as in not very common. Okay, I already checked those. Let's check over by the table.
I'd better find some water.
Yes, you know what? Let's get some food and water for you. So we just ate the fish. I would like to cook this just to get a little more calories out of it if I can. But we can give you a drink. You know what? I'm going to cancel because he can't afford to take a little thirst damage. We can put up with a little bit of complaining because
Could end up being useful.
you know what? I'm going to leave that. We may have to come back here to grab some of these items. If we're going to customize the Quonset Garage, it would be nice, for example, to get this lamp. But that can wait. Right now we're just kind of waiting the storm out. So I may as well do some looting.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Guess I could take it. Could use the cloth. Just need to be aware that I'm super heavy. Old-fashioned parka. Yeah, you know what? I should take all of the clothing items and just leave them somewhere. We'll have like one central... You know what? Let's use the freezer. We'll use the freezer kind of as our items that we don't really care about, but everything in the fridge are things we want to take. Whoa, got a little bit of lag there. Okay, where did I leave off? We got some shoes, plastic container.
I'll be hungry
nice.
later.
Got some sardines. Okay, how about the bathroom? I'm gonna leave the water for now, I think. Or you know what, let's take it, we'll put it in the freezer. It's nice to have the loot all in one location.
I think I can use this.
Okay, anything else I missed? I think that is it for this house. Unless I missed something. Okay, so let me check the time. We still have some daylight. Do I have any books? I think I did put some books in our inventory. Let's check. Are they in the fridge? Yeah, I do have some books. Okay, so let's go here. So we've got fire starting, guns, or sewing. I think sewing might be more useful. Not sure though, but we do have some time to kill to wait for this storm. So let's go ahead and read from our sewing book. Just gonna listen for the wind to stop. Go another hour. Oh, did we finish it? We did. Let's see if we leveled up. We did not level up. But we can check our status here. Sewing, mending. So we're currently level 3. So that must have given us a little bit of a boost there. So we can now leave this book behind as firewood. I'm just going to leave that there. And then we've got, there was another book. Let's see, we had guns. Gun book might not be bad. Fire starting might be a better choice. Let's see how close we are to fire starting level 5. So, yeah, we got a little bit of distance to go there. So let's read this one. I think we're going to get thirsty. Alright, if I want to keep reading, I do have to drink now. We do have the toilet water now, though, so we're in better situation. Toilet water has just a little bit different taste to it than the boiled water. To be honest, guys, I think I actually prefer the taste of the toilet water. The boiled water is kind of flat, has a little bit of a tinny metal taste to it. Toilet water I'm more used to. I think it's more like tap water. Okay, so we're going to read one more hour of this. Essentially just listening for the storm to stop.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm going to check this car. Alright, let's check the back seat. A little bit of leather. So we may have to sleep here, I think, if this storm doesn't pass really soon. Let me check our food. Let's eat one of these. We'll read for one more hour. So I think we're up to 3 hours, or is that 4 hours of storm? I think that's 4, because we did an hour of the sowing, plus this 3. So this is a very long storm. I think we just need to sleep here, guys. Let's get our lantern out and find the bed.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Okay, we're going to use the restroom, brush our teeth. Maybe rinse off our hands, splash our face a little bit, dry our hands on the curtain. Oh, there's a towel. We should have used a towel. Oh well, too late. Now we're going to sleep. Let's make sure we have enough food and water to make it through the night. Oh, you know what? It sounds like the storm lifted. Let's, You know what? I'm still going to go to sleep. So we're awfully tired. It'd be nice to have our energy back for the morning. So we're just going to go to sleep here. So let's, need to make sure I have enough calories. I'm pretty sure we do. We're probably okay. And then we're going to sleep. Oh, you know, I need a drink. That could have been bad. I'm going to sleep as long as it will let me. I'll see you guys in the morning. Sounds like we got an aurora. Okay, fully rested. Sun is just barely coming up. Gonna get a drink. We might be able to just finish this book. I think we just had an hour left, didn't we? Yeah, let's just read. It's too dark to read. Okay, I'm going to pass time just for a fraction of a moment. Right about there. That should be enough. And we'll read an hour. Okay, nice. We can actually leave this book behind now. Okay, I am really heavy. Let's see what I can drop. Oh, you know what? Let's put stuff in here. It's got a jerry can, heavy hammer, woodworking tools, deer hide. We're going to need the travois. I think I'm going to go try to get some meat. I might quarter that. I might try to quarter the bear. Yes, we're lightweight now. Let's leave the revolver ammunition here. And I think we're good to go. Yeah, let's go. We're going to leave all this gear here for now. Let's get our gun out. See what the weather's like today. It's looking good, actually. Looking very nice. Okay. Let's find this bear. So there's our fire. Crows are out. Boy, it didn't take them long to find our bear kill, did they? Did it? I'm going to put our gun away so they don't shoot my toes off. Okay. There's a chance we could run into a wolf, but I'm going to get down low here. Do we want to quarter him? 2 hours. So how long, if I just harvest everything, how long does that take? Oh, it's going to take a lot longer than 2 hours. Okay, we're going to quarter him. I think we're going to use the hacksaw. Yeah, let's use the hacksaw. That's going to give us the guts and the meat, but we still have to butcher the meat. Okay, let's make sure I'm not smelly. Okay, we're going to deploy our sled here.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Oh, I can hardly move.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Okay, we should be free of any smells now. Let's get our gun out. All right, we're gonna run the gauntlet. This is where the wolves like to hang out. Right here by the garage. Just have to keep our eyes and ears open. Let's make sure I'm not walking straight into a wolf. But otherwise, welcome to the Quonset Garage, guys. Quonset Garage gas station. That's what I was trying to say there. Quincy's Quonset. All right. Let's bring what we can inside.
Too heavy.
Ooh. Let's go. Welcome. New location discovered. Quonset Garage. Nice. We've made it. I'm going to get down low. Sounds like there's a wolf right by us.
I need to find food.
Okay, we do need food. We're going to lose our well-fed here in a minute. Let's eat a granola bar.
Better take this food.
Okay. Okay, let's grab that. Nice. I think we got everything. Whoops. There we go. That's what I was trying to press. Okay, so do we want to... You know, I should probably go get our gear and bring it back here. I really hate to leave it all back there. I think I will take this... Whoa, it's way too heavy. I'm going to take this closer to the back area. Leave it back here. Cut it up and drop it outside, I think. Okay, this is our new home, guys. This is probably going to be our permanent base. It's kind of my feeling. Although we will continue to do explorations and stuff like that, I like to have a place to call home. So I'm going to kind of move this around, and then we can place our rifle rack here. Maybe like right here. And then do we have an extra rifle? Yeah, let's, you know what, let's put our mouse down. Right here. Carried it all this way. Right there. Start our little collection. Right there, okay. Let's see if we can hang up the other rifle. Assuming that I have it, and I do. Okay, good. So we're going to... So there's 0 bullets inside, which is good. Let's see if I can... Let's see, we'll drop it. Let's see if we can put that... Yes! Nice. Alright, we are going to use a locker for our storage. Let's use this locker. So we're gonna... Whoa. Can I just orient it a little better? It's like sticking to the wall. It's kind of weird. There we go. Seems a little better. Okay, we're going to use this for our storage for now, temporarily, until we get everything sorted out. I need to drop as much items as I can, just so I can carry all of our gear back in here. What all am I carrying? There we go. Got extra knives. I'm going to drop the bow for now, just until we get things sorted out. Okay, anything else I can drop? I got the wood. We can drop the wood. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to drop the wood here. Ooh, we got some rifle rounds. Alright, let's go get our gear. We can loot later. I want to get everything back here safely, and then we can harvest this meat and do some looting and stuff. Let's get our gun out. Oh, I do need rocks. I'm not opposed to shooting a wolf if they give me any trouble. But I would prefer not to, if we can avoid that. Boy, that coal is going to be so useful for so many different things.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Let's set up our travois outside. Let's put it right here. Okay, sorting by weight. We can put the jerry can, heavy hammer, tools, different pelts. Yes, I will put my bedroll in there. There we go, we're lightweight. Okay, good enough. I would like to get the coal if I can. Is there anything here we need? No, it's just cloth, essentially. So we'll leave that. Have to do 52. It's like, did you ever play 52 card pickup as a kid? I hope you didn't. You only really play it once. I had a friend say, hey, I got a deck of cards. You want to play 52 pickup? I'm like, sure. He shuffles the deck into the air so the cards go everywhere. It's like, okay.
Not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
52 card pickup. So, yep, then I had to pick up all the cards. It's one of those games you only play once. Can I move all these? There we go. Transfer all. Yes. Can we squeeze this in there? Yes. Well, now I'm tempted to grab this clothing. Nah. I'll just leave it. Okay, let's get our gun out. You know what? Before I do, I do want to check one last thing. I want to make sure I got all of the saplings. Those little saplings were hard to see. I think we did get them all. Okay. Let's be sneaky. Also, one last thing. Let's grab this. And any other lamps? We do have another lamp here. 2 lamps. Sure, why not? Pictures. Nothing I can't live without, I guess.
I need to drop something.
I do like the wolf picture. Okay. We'll probably get more pictures later on, but that should be good for now.
All I can think about is food.
Yeah, I can't believe how hungry we're getting lately. Just going through the food so fast. But we've got plenty of fuel. We can make lots of water and cook all this meat.
Have a drink.
Okay, I don't see any wolves. But I do hear them. Okay, how are we going to get all this stuff inside? I do want to drop the battery. Let's drop it here. Okay. My understanding is that the trader likes car batteries.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Let's grab a few items just to get things curing and whatnot. Probably too heavy as it is. Actually, no, I can probably take all of it. Can I move? Nope. Alright, let's drop this and the heavy hammer. Can I move now? Nope. Can drop our tools. Still can't move. What did I pick up that was so heavy? It's all the coal, maybe? Oh, I can barely move. Alright, I just need to get inside. Just to drop it. And get these hides curing. Or did I just drop the hides? Now I can't remember. Alright, one thing I can do is, I'm just kind of stepping to the side of the door here. I'm going to drop all of these construction items. For now. There we go. They're going to be in that box. And then that's going to allow me to walk more freely back here. I can drop I can drop the big pile of coal back by the burn barrel. You know what, let's do a little bit of tidying. There we go. I can move this burn barrel back here.
All this gear is slowing me down.
The walls are made of metal. So I'm not too worried about having the fire right there. Man, it would get so hot here, though. I actually have a fire barrel up at my cabin. And I use it all the time to cook on, but also just to get rid of sticks and branches and twigs and things. It gets so hot, guys. Incredibly hot. I'm going to straighten this cabinet. What is with the going through the floor? I got to back up? I have to like back up to get it to go in straight.
Mouth so dry.
Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, I've got to drop the coal. I can do that right here. 52 pickup. Let's take some charcoal. We got 2 pieces. Very nice. Anything else we want to put in here? Let's take a look. We've got an extra fire striker. What book do we want to read next? We'll do the Small Arms Handbook, I think. I'll put the filters in there for now. I'll put a few stems, maybe. Clothing. Did we pick up any extra clothing? Yeah, we got the hat. I'm not going to mess with the food. Can put the tools in there. Sort alphabetically. It's more organized. Okay, we've got all these gun cleaning kits. All the flares. We've got an extra distress pistol. Some lamp oil. I'll probably hang on to that, actually. Transfer the bullets for now. Till we figure out what we want to keep. And the extra bow. Just for now. Alright, let's go grab this other gear. We do need to harvest all this meat.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Such good weather. Incredible. I wish I knew where the moose spawns here. I'd actually probably go try to hunt it. I think it can be in this area. I might look around really quick. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's get our gun out. Oh, there's a wolf over there. Okay, I don't think the moose is in this area anymore. It used to be. I think he's wandered off to some new pasture location. Okay, we are done moving everything in. Now we just need to drop off some of this gear and then we can harvest the meat. So what all did we pick up? What was left? We got the hides. Okay, I gotta drop the hides to cure. Got the oil, jerry can. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna drop the hides and the saplings in here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's spread these out. I can put the saplings here. Okay, and we have guts, right? No, the guts are over here. Let's move these in here. We're going to put the guts by the crafting table, workbench here. We can put the cured guts here. Okay. I think that is everything that needs to cure, right? Yeah, the other items we can put in the locker. And we've got our cougar claw. Nice. Ptarmigan down. Sounds like something a Scotsman would say. Ptarmigan down! Okay, let's drop the gas can, oil can. And a heavy hammer, I see you. We're going to need that heavy hammer to craft the cougar knife. What else? Anything else we need to drop right here? Tools, yes. I'm looking forward to using those. Straighten up just a little bit. Also, we haven't looted yet.
That'll come in handy.
We've got an 84% hacksaw, which might be better than our current one. Yes, it is. So we're going to drop the lower quality one. Put that up here. I'm not going to organize too much, unless I do it off camera, probably, but just enough to kind of get things situated a little bit. Okay, we need to get this meat harvested. And I'm worried about our food. Yeah, look how hungry we are. Better eat up. Let's go ahead and eat these. Energy drink. Flour. What else can we eat? Is there anything else to eat? I guess we'll just use our inventory. Oh, we got some soda. We'll get that in a minute. Here we go. Beef jerky.
I'll be hungry later.
You're hungry now. So we have a lot of harvesting to do. He's going to get hungry. Alright, That should be good. Let's get these bear bags harvested. We are going to take a little damage from being thirsty. I'm okay with that. Let's use the hacksaw, I guess. Kind of a shame we're using our good hacksaw right now, but that's okay. Let's just use this one. Okay. No need to drop the meat right now because we're not outside. This meat should last us a good while if we get it cooked up. Okay, that was the last of the meat. Can barely walk, but we can walk. I do want to take this meat back here. Technically, it doesn't matter if we put it outside or not, but it just tastes better if it's cold, you know, if it's kept frozen. So we're going to take it outside and drop it.
This bag is getting too heavy to carry.
I've got 2 more bags. I didn't realize I have those. Probably should have got my gun out. There we go. So much meat. I know there's wolves around here. There's one right there. Alright, I hope he leaves my meat alone. Do we want to shoot a wolf? I mean, not particularly. Would make it safer, though. If we can shoot that wolf, does it? I mean, it does reduce the wolf population a little bit. You can see we were taking some damage from being thirsty. Okay, let's get our gun out. I'm gonna get down low.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Don't know where he went. There's one over there, just behind the hill. No battery. There's nothing in the back of the truck.
I could use this.
Okay, what do we want to do next? We go loot a house? Sun is setting. Let's just look around the garage here. Let me check these cars. Another thing I could do is do some mapping. If I can get to a safe or semi-safe location. I get up on the car. Okay, this is kind of safe. There we go. Nothing in the back.
What have we here?
So I'm just thinking of all the different things we could do.
It's getting
It's
dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
kind of hard to decide. We could go check out that side of the map with the fishing. There's like a little fishing village. We got that logging trailer, the mine, and then the area up above it that leads into the ravine. Or we could loot this whole area, all the houses. We have this area all up above us, the trailers we passed and saplings and things. And then we have the option of just heading out of here, go to Desolation Point and crafting the Cougar Claw and working our way back. Cougar Claw knife? Is that what it's called? Cougar Claw knife? Yeah. Okay, is there anything to loot on this car? It looks pretty buried.
Could end up being useful.
Yeah, that actually is very useful. Let's check this other car. Watch out for wolves.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Yeah, he's hungry again. What kind of condition does he have? He's just losing... he's got some kind of problem where he's just getting hungry so incredibly fast. It's probably because he's been working so hard. Hauling all the gear back. It is hard work. Is there anything in here? Okay, I think we have looted... Let me just check over here. I think we've looted just about everything. I think you can find items on top of those pallets. What is that? Just a piece of metal. Okay, I believe we've gotten all the items directly around us. We could go check out this car. I do need to eat. Let's sit down in the car and get a snack. No battery. Got some newsprint. I think I'm going to leave the newsprint, but I do need to eat. Next time we make a fire, we need to cook those peaches. Let's eat the sardines. I'd rather make it smelly in the car than in the Quonset garage.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, nice. My worry is that it's going to be too dark to loot in the Quonset. We might just want to go to sleep, I think. On the other hand, we have been hurting for food lately. Let's get out our lantern. I'm wondering if I should make a fire and just cook up all this meat. Or at least some of it. Let's take these.
I might have to drop some gear.
Okay. Let's place this. For now, we're just going to put it here. And the wolf picture, we can hang that right here. be good. Okay, it's too dark to loot. So we either need to cook or go to sleep. Kind of leaning towards going to sleep. Let's get a drink.
Water.
Yeah, poor guy. You've been suffering. Let's eat some salty chips just to make you even more thirsty. And we'll eat a candy bar. We're just about out of water. Are we even going to have enough? Okay, nice. Let's go to sleep. I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning. We are fully rested. However, the sun is not up yet. We could pass some time. Craft some fishing tackle, perhaps. I think I'm just going to pass time. Until the sun comes up a little bit. Right about there. We'll read for an hour. Oh, I'm going to get thirsty. I'm going to cancel now. I do need a drink. Let's go into the bathroom. Got a little bit of light. Yeah, I think one of our first objectives is going to be to get some water and some meat. Okay. Got a little bit of daylight now. That's good. Bear hides are curing. Saplings are curing. Or already cured. We do have a storm I can hear outside. So in that case, let's just loot. I got some looting to do.
I think I can use this.
These long johns are very nice. What is that? Just a mark on the cement. Okay.
I can always use more food.
So one other nice thing about this area is there are fishing huts. So if we wanted to, we could get a whole bunch of coal and just spend a day fishing. And it's going to be saltwater fish. So a little something extra. By the way, what is that back there?
I could use this. 5
rounds. Nice. Rifle ammunition. We're going to try to get this situated. It's not behaving very well. There we go. Alright, good enough. It was just bothering me that this was crooked. So checked all those. This is gonna bother me too. Got a crooked desk. Oh well, I'm not gonna mess with it. But I will search the drawers. See if we can find anything. Got a note left behind, if you want to read that. Okay, we've already searched those.
I'll be hungry later.
So one thing kind of exciting going on, if you're interested in The Long Dark, is the final conclusion, the last episode of the story mode, Wintermute, is coming out very soon. I'm trying to do as much as I can to get caught up so that when it comes out, I'm caught up to where it should be. By the way, didn't we used to have a dream catcher in here? We need to get one of those. It'd be really nice to remember what my dreams were. Anyway, guys, if you're interested,
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
just be aware that's happening. The final episode of the Long Dark Wintermute story mode is coming out very soon. We'll wrap up the whole story. And I must say, I've been enjoying it. It's been really good.
Could end up being useful.
Okay. Charcoal, nice. Is there water in here? Nope. I think this can fill up with water, though. Got some tools.
This'll come in handy.
54% lantern. What is that? Pry bar? Dusting sulfur. Got a spray can.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
By the way, guys, if you're tired, this is where you go right here. This is where the tires go. Alright, anything behind the barrels? You can tell I'm tired. I'm making dumb jokes. The radio. Nice. Alright, what do we have over here? Anything in the first aid kit today?
Someone's stash.
Yeah. It's still a... Ooh, whetstone. I almost didn't see that. I was going to say, it's still a little bit dark for looting. It's kind of hard to see.
I could eat anything right now.
So we did pick up some wires there. It might be kind of fun to make fishing lures. You can actually use wires and acorns and different materials to craft various fishing lures.
What have we here?
So this is pretty much just firewood, right? We've got the radio so we can deal with the trader if or when he calls us. Oh, wait. Okay.
This'll come in handy.
That will be very handy. Just put that here for now. I do like to keep moving in this game. Just to...
Thank goodness.
One of the reasons is to prevent the loot from deteriorating too much. It's always good to get to the areas before stuff disappears. And then once you've kind of been everywhere, then you can slow down.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Hey, we got an extra bedroll, 80%. A flashlight. You know, I'm going to get out our lantern. It's kind of hard to see in here.
I could use this.
a ski jacket and a Go energy drink. I think that is it for the bathroom. Put the newspaper here for later. Okay, I think that's everything. Very good. Now, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to get this organized. It's going to take a lot of work, though. I've got so much gear. Let's put our extra bedroll inside here for now. Yeah, I've got so much gear. I might actually just take the time to get things sorted out. Make it look nice. See what the weather's like. Let's get our gun out.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Weather is terrible. But just makes it feel that much more cozy to be at the Quonset Garage. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please take just a minute to press the like button. You can leave a comment. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.